can you beat the Outbreak mini quest and defeat Legion without getting a single kill? Well, Eliac seems to think so because they actually suggested this video to me when I asked for video ideas back on Twitter. Please drop yours down below. I'm a monkey and can't come up with more than 5 ideas at a time. So today we'll be setting out and seeing exactly if it is even possible. Now, before we get into this, let me explain just one thing. I promise it's gonna be quick this time. You see this kill counter? This is our religion for the next 5 or so minutes. This is what we're going by. When we say we need 0 to beat the egg, we mean it needs to be 0 on this counter. So technically, we can get kills as long as it doesn't count on this counter. Well, golden. That's pretty simple. So starting off, we spawned on Armada and got eliminate as our fucking objective, which was an instant restart because that requires you to kill a random HVT. And mindlessly killing monsters isn't very passive of us. Or so my lawyer keeps telling me, along with, please Nicole, stop beating up old people at McDonald's, you're going to go to jail. Game 2 went a little bit better with our first objective being Holdout. Unfortunately, I have been playing Vanguard recently, so this gave me the false notion that the round 1 Holdout would just be 50 seconds. Yeah, I was wrong. Luckily though, since it was round 1, no HVTs or elite spawn, so I just ran on this table for 3 fucking minutes, which honestly was still more entertaining than watching a Noah J456 reaction video. After surviving such a difficult challenge on my way to the beacon, I came across a black chest event and remembered something. You don't need to kill any zombies for this one. All you gotta do is shoot the locks, which 1, aren't people, 2, don't go to a kill counter, and on top of that, you're saving a life. This is literally a Chad passive move, so I tried to do this, and ended up taking it down. But hey, I finished the other locks no problemo and got me a free tier 1 pack, so I'm not really complaining. When I finally made my way to the beacon, every single zombie that spawned from the black chest followed me. I somehow managed to get Jug without dying, shot the beacon and skipped round 2, and teleported in round 3, all without getting a single kill. Let's go. Everyone please give me a pat on the back and a like on the video for that. Please, 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 please. Legion 3 ended up being Duga, which was great for me because it, the Louvre, and Sanatorium are the only locations I actually remember for the radio spawns, and usually you spawn right next to the Duga radios. Unfortunately, I spawned on the other end of the map, but hey, that's okay, because honestly, I was more worried about what objective this game was going to give me. Luckily, I got Retrieve, which is a little bit more risky, but doesn't require me to get any kills. On my way, I passed an Ethereum Crystal World event and decided to stop it and get me an Ether Tool for a free legendary till upgrade. Somehow, I did it without any kills or going down, and went back on my way to the objective. I activated it and made my way to A. Fortunately, I had a big group of zombies on my ass, and I wanted to try to put some distance between me and them so I could actually do the fucking objective. And on my way, I had an idea of something so fucking stupid, I thought there was no way it could work. But it did. Unfortunately for me, I'm an idiot and didn't realize cut parachute button is same as drop canister button, and nearly soft locked the game and lost the canister. Good job, Nicole. You're a genius. After getting it, I eventually just hauled ass back and managed to stick it in without going down. Please do not take that out of context. B was a bit more of a B to get, haha, funny pun, because the entire time I had a Mimic grabbing me and giving me smooshes, and while usually I appreciate the Mimic kisses, right now was not the time for it. Because of him, I couldn't stick it in, and I had to run around the entire fucking compound, pray to grief for Jesus my dad didn't spawn right here, and eventually was able to stick it in before getting swarmed by a horde of zombies, which thankfully despawned because the objective ended. After that, I made my way to the radio, turned it on, and ran around the compound with like 20 zombies while I waited for it to give me the code, and then I managed to somehow fuck up every single radio on the first try. Have I mentioned how much I hate myself yet? Like seriously, how bad do you gotta be to manage that? Eventually anyway, I got the right radio, grabbed Max's ball thing, put it in the beacon, and called her up. She told me Treyarch had driven off, hidden away for all the Ukrainians he killed, and I quickly need to go try and save them. While Legion 4 loaded, I could feel every single muscle of my body clenching. This was it. The last objective I need to do before making it to the silos. Now for those of you who don't know, there's only 3 objectives that don't require you to kill. Meaning I only had a 25% chance of actually getting an objective I could complete, and holy crap! I'm so lucky! We got escort! You got that, guys? Firstly, I went to try to do the escort, and I figured out a neat trick. If I stood behind the escort rover but close enough to where I was still in range for it to move, the zombies would actually aggro onto me rather than it. Meaning, I wouldn't have to worry about taking too much damage, which did end up proving to be a difficult task, especially during the phases where the rover was examining possible entry points, because that's when the zombies decided, you know what, fuck Nicole, I'm gonna hit the rover, and ended up taking it down trying to defend it, and lost Jug. Yeah. With no more estrogen to get my jugs back, I took a more cautious path for the next 2 rover entry points, and decided, you know what, I'll let the rover take a bit of a beating on its way. But hey, still ended up doing this without a single kill, so who cares. After that, I found a slide shark left me, put it inside a projector I found in the building that always spawns a fucking elite. Luckily, this projector acts sort of like a cutscene, kind of like the ghost projects in the dying machine, and zombies weren't actually talking to me while Sam was talking. It did lead to some startling discoveries from the Megaton though. After shitting my pants, I turned around and seeing what the slideshow track left for me was, I was fucking horrified. Filled with rage, I head straight to the beacon, Memoiruka, to save my boy. I made my way to the elevator, no problemo, and I made my way to Daddy. I talked to him and he explained to me he was framed by Sledgehammer, who didn't want the release of his operator to overshadow Menendez coming to Vanguard, so we needed to defeat the Legion so he could escape and tell his story. So I went out and I began filling up Ethereum crystals to save him. You see, Aldeek actually told me that if you get kills with Ethereum Blast, they don't count. I was going to use that to get the key from the Mimic. Unfortunately, I died in this hallway, and literally none of the zombies decided to move away from my body, so I was stuck with absolutely zero way out and died. I wanted to go at it again and give it another shot, because I did think it was genuinely possible, but after little hours of trying, I just couldn't get good enough RNG. I kept getting eliminated over and over and over, and after a minute, I'm about ready to just give up. Holy shit, is that Holdout? Let's go! And an Aether Tool spawn? And a black chest I nearly died getting? Let's go! So yeah, after doing all that, I was feeling pretty set up. Moved to Region 3 where... okay. I might be able to work with this. I just gotta drive very carefully, make sure I don't hit any zombie.